Have you been stuck and struggling with the wrong hires? Leila Hormozi has faced the same challenge too, and after learning from her mistakes and working closely with countless growing companies, she's uncovered the exact reasons you're struggling to hire the right talent. In this video, we'll break down what you're doing wrong and show you exactly how to fix it so you can scale your business. Let's get started. Reason 1. You hire people because you like them. Leila Hormozi made this exact mistake. She says, "I hired somebody because I liked him and I wanted to be friends with him, but not because he was qualified for the job." This is super dangerous because it blinds you from all the bad parts, including the downsides of people. So before you hire, ask yourself these questions. Are you letting likeness blind you and taint your perspective of this person? Are you letting it manipulate your mind to think this is the right hire? Are you going to be more lenient on your requirements because of how much you like this person? You want to be able to like the person, but they also need to meet the required qualifications too. Reason 2. Your startup hires leaders from big companies who are used to giving orders and not doing the work themselves. Leila strongly warns against this, saying, "In businesses that are smaller or entrepreneurial, what you don't want is to hire people who are coaches and not player coaches." Most people who come from larger companies have just been sitting in a seat, coaching people for a very long time. And for companies doing less than $10 million, you can't just have someone sit and tell people what to do. They also have to get in there and get their hands dirty. Reason 3. You ignore red flags during interviews. When conducting an interview, you cannot afford to ignore any red flags that you notice from the candidate's responses, because things will only get worse after you hire them. Here's how Leila explains it. The interview is the best you're going to get from this person. This is the hardest they're ever going to try for you. So if you notice red flags in the interview, I would say that either they're not a very good interviewee or they're just not the right person for the role, and we're going to pass on this candidate. Reason 4. You only hire from the same network of people. Leila strongly warns against this, saying, "This is literally what kills businesses. You only hire people from the same friend group, the same pool, and the same community. As a result, everyone has the same ideas and perspective, meaning there's no diversity of thinking." Studies all over have been done about this, and the conclusion is that the more opinions are put on a decision in a team, the better the outcome. But if the team members are all of the same opinion, then it makes no difference. Therefore, if you want to scale your business, expand your search and also source candidates who bring fresh perspectives and diverse skills. We recommend using top candidate sourcing sites such as Indeed, Remote OK, and Remotive. If you want to learn more about how to source candidates effectively, we've covered this in more detail. Check the link in the description. Reason 5. You're hiring for potential instead of practical experience, yet you're not in a position to train new hires. Leila believes that while hiring for potential is okay, there is a catch to it. Here's how she puts it, and I quote, "If you have expertise in the role that they are filling the seat of, or if you're hiring for someone to fill a role that you are currently doing, and you have the time to train them, then maybe it does not make sense to hire someone who has the potential to fill that seat." However, she follows this up saying, "But 99% of the time, you don't have the time, and neither do you have the expertise. So you end up hiring someone for potential, without knowing how to train them or having the time to train them. In such a case, it is preferable to hire for practical experience." Here's a recap of the reasons why you struggle to hire the right talent according to Leila Hormozi. You hire people because you like them. Your startup hires people from big companies who are used to giving orders and not doing the work themselves. You ignore red flags during interviews. You only hire from the same network of people. You're hiring for potential instead of practical experience, yet you're not in a position to train new hires. Now, if you're tired of making costly hiring mistakes and want to consistently hire easily, right, and fast, I really recommend you check out WorkScreen. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching.